That's the West Virginia. They played a tremendous game. They were able, which is what they want to do, is just they're really good in chaos, and they create chaos with their defense. We turned it over. We didn't display the poise that's necessary to have a chance to win against a team like that with the way they defend. I thought it would take us a little bit to get settled into the game, which it did early. Then I thought we started making some plays, stronger with the basketball. And when we did that, we got a little bit of a lead. I thought they made it even more chaotic, and we didn't handle that well. We had some foul trouble with lineups that we've never practiced with. And again, they caused that with the relentless pressure they put on you. And so, again, they were terrific, tough for us. It's kind of how the night's been. But tough for us, disappointing, but we'll use it. We'll learn from it. We'll get better, and looking to learn from it. So, questions?
Greg, you scored 11 points within the first 5 minutes, and then just 1 point for the rest of the game. What changed, in that moment?
I'll probably say West Virginia did a good job of locating me, transition in our half-court sets. Wasn't too many times I was left as open as I was to start the game. So I guess that's what it is.
When Nelly and Jamarius both get in foul trouble, or both your facilitators, what were you guys talking about trying to do to kind of keep the offense flowing?
Run whatever coach called and just stay together. Like he said, we had to try and remain poised, and that was something that we preached going into this game. So no matter who was out there at the point guard position, we just had to be poised and run whatever was called.
Grant, was that just a cramp when you went down? I saw you on the sideline just for a little bit, jumping around. Just a cramp? Anything?
Yeah, I just caught cramps.
What was the challenge defensively tonight? It seemed like West Virginia was able to get out and transition pretty easily.
That came from, I would say, our bad shots and turnovers. Like, that's one thing that we talked about that would help them get in transition faster. So I would say them two things, like when they sped us up, we kept going fast so they'd get a turnover, getting the play in transition. And all our shots, I felt like, was all long misses, and they was all, every time they got it, it was a transition opportunity, and they used it to their advantage.
Greg, it seemed like there was some miscommunications on defense, or at least misunderstanding when to go out, especially when you guys switched in the zone. What were some of the things that you noticed that you guys were like, hey, we got to stop this now in the moment?
We wasn't talking. We didn't talk for 40 minutes, honestly. That was the one thing that our team had done a great job of, talking offensively and defensively, and today we did not do that at all. We see the result.
You've been through big wins, big losses at the Division I level, Marquette. Now here, what are you going to try to learn from this? What are you going to try to teach your other teammates after this game?
That we can't come into no game if we're not together thinking we're going to win. It starts with us being together. You're not right within, then you won't be right at all. So that's what I say. If we start off being right together and we all together, nobody will beat us. We good.
Greg, why do you think there was no talk going on? I know coaches preached that for 5 seasons.
Honestly, I'm going to say we got into ourselves. Once the game got, a little tougher, we hit adversity. It was our first time hitting adversity as a team, and I feel like we just tried to, it's a new team, so everybody felt like they can do it on their own. And you had, multiple plays where you could tell, we look like we tried to do it on our own. And West Virginia plays team defense. It might look like one person's pressing you, but their whole team is in on you, so I feel like that's what it was.
Greg, what did Nate give you tonight? This was one of the better games of his career so far.
He gave us a huge spark, especially it was a time we really needed it. He came in off the bench ready to play, and that was huge for us because he gave us a spark off the bench that we really needed tonight.
I know the result wasn't what you wanted, but what did you make of the atmosphere, especially to begin this game?
Oh, the atmosphere was crazy. It was a great crowd to play in front of. I just wish, it was off or not. That result is not representative of our team, and I don't want it to, the Oakland Zoo to feel like they didn't show up and do their thing tonight, because they definitely did, and we're going to make up for that.
Greg, this is something Jeff had talked about before, just as far as responding when you guys miss shots and aren't able to, generate offense naturally. How do you guys have to talk to fight through to make sure that those type of moments that led to some of their runs don't happen moving forward?
It's going to start with film. honestly. It's no better. Like once you see it on film, then you'll really understand it. I feel like, you can say something to learn a lesson, but it's gonna be a hard lesson that we get ready to learn when we watch film. So I feel like once we see our mistakes, you won't have no choice but to learn from them. So